So, und herzlich willkommen hier zurück zu The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Schön, dass ihr wieder mit dabei seid und eingeschaltet habt. Es ist schon ein Weilchen her, dass wir Trails gespielt haben und ja, heute machen wir hier einfach mal ein bisschen weiter. Wir haben 3 Bonding-Events und da gucken wir einfach mal, mit wem wir das hier machen wollen. So, wir haben jetzt viele Möglichkeiten. Wir können mit Elliot, mit Thor, Lisa, Marcus, Vieh, Laura etc. machen. Ich würde sagen, wir machen erstmal mit Vieh ein Bonding-Event. Weil Vieh kann ich wirklich sehr, sehr gut leiden. Und Vieh finde ich einfach klasse. What is a stern look, Vieh? Turns out, I'll be growing some flowers for the club. Well, I need to go and get the tools. I see. Sounds tough. Kind of rare to see you so serious about something though. It happens. Sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Jo, machen wir mal. Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. Ganz trocken. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Vieh. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yeah? Vieh took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Rean. Oh, what's these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the Corps. Had them ever since. Do you know how to raise them? Then? Yeah, they told me how. We're kinda joking about raising him with love. I don't know. That was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So, that's edel. I don't know much about love though. Then maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your call sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family in a sense. I always saw Jägers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded though. And blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jägers have than anything else. There are some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen zoo seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Alles klar. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months, if I raise them right. I hope they grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Richtig. So, wir bauen für Vieh's Strengthened. Wow, ganz schön viel. Okay. Level 3 dementsprechend. Oh, looks like you've become a browning now. It proves that you've been really racking up the catches, I think. You've got the potential to go pretty far. Yeah, about that. I don't really get what these titles mean. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, now that you're a brown angler, you can trade your points for some new stuff. There's even a new fishing rod available this time, so get fishing for more points. Fine by me. Few ways to miss out on the chance to get some better tools. Gut, dann machen wir das gleich mal. Car Badge. Kann man gleich mal das kaufen. Deluxe Road. Zack. Fertig. So, der nächste Bonding Point ist Alisa. Ja. Auf geht's, Leute, auf geht's. Hallo Alisa. Isn't this classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. I see. So, what brings you here? I got in an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name. After she found out about Sharon. And you ran off here. How many times am I gonna have to deal with this? She seems pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. I am probably not the best person for this, but do you need someone to talk to, Alisa? It's better to let these things out than bottle them up. Queen. Thanks. Ups, I knew I forgot to lock up. Und schon ist die Tür zu. There we are. Tja, jetzt sind sie eingesperrt. Wait. Did he just lock the door? Seems like it. I guess we locked in. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... So it's just Rean and me here in the dark. By the locked door. No Elisa focus. This is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Ferris and I weren't arguing about her. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you, but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when what? Sorry, I shouldn't have tried to pray. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid. See what I mean? If she's going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try to make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. Still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Alisa. Okay, also Sharon ist irgendwie aufgetaucht, warum auch immer. Da ist sie. Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? Die hat alles gehört. She knows how to make an entrance. I'll give her that. I can't believe she heard all that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything personal between the two of you, did I? I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to whatever it was you were up to in here. Don't even joke about that. Das ist typisch Sharon. Gut. Da haben wir das erstmal gemacht. So, und dann gehen wir zu Uses. Den habe ich gar nicht auf dem Schirm gehabt. Aber Uses ist auch ein sehr interessanter Charakter. Wow, the clothes are covered with dirt. You're even more into this than I realized. It's just dirt, hardly an issue. It takes a good deal of effort to care for horses, I suppose. It's only natural to end up like this. I suppose you're right. Shall I give him a hand? I'm here. Care for a little help? I've got some experience working with horses myself, so it'd help things go a little faster. It must be your hobby to show up unbidden to assist people. Your offer does come at an opportune moment, so I was just about to start washing them, so feel free to join in. The very bitters are as tough as I remember it being. Already thinking of throwing in the towel. You were the one who offered to help, so don't think I'll let you back out so easily. I know. Aren't you getting a little tired yourself, she says? We wouldn't want you to overexert your frail little noble body or anything. Maybe you should go take a nap. What do you take me for? This is nothing. Perhaps if you put as much effort into your work as you did your toughless jokes, we'd be done by now. Shut up. I'm doing just fine. I guess Uses isn't any friendlier towards girls than he is to guys. Time to Whoa there, we've got a wild one here. Understandable. This horse recently arrived from the North Highlands. He's still young, so he hasn't quite grown accustomed to the stables yet. Does the school normally get horses all the way from the Highlands? Indeed. They're known to breed the best horses, even the army gets their horses from there. Now then. Uses gently stroked the horse's neck. You're pretty good at that. When I was younger, I used to go to the stables whenever I felt bored. My brother taught me both how to ride horses and how to take care of them. I am truly grateful for that. You two are lucky to have each other. I'm not gonna let some snoozy noble who learned about horses with a silver spoon in his mouth show me up like this. It's subtle, but he's definitely changed since we came back from our last field study. It feels like he's more willing to be open with us now. Care to explain what you're staring at? Don't mind me. Anyway, we've got a horse to clean. Okay. Sehr schön. Damit ist das Band mit Uses auch verstärkt. Und wir können jetzt hier noch diese Nebenmission machen. Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed, it is. Standing before you is a nobleman overflowing with love and patience. The one, the only Vincent Florent. I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the student council to send me. He's quite a character. He really seems to like himself, but that's what I've grown to expect from class 1. I'm not Cupid, but I'm here on behalf of the student council, yes. Aha. Then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So, based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you? Yes, something along those lines. Do you have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Please elaborate on your request. A fine answer indeed. Also, before we continue, the river is currently nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting muddled in. My father sends the river to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Oh, that is apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I have received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signed with no but a nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. That's reasonable, but are you sure it's appropriate for me to try to find her? These are anonymous after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that they choose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining hopeful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find out. I suppose I have to trust your judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies along with her third letter. I would hardly be worthy of the floral name if I did not probably thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think. I could stop you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we're looking for? I do indeed. The first hint is that she is a first year. As a man well versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pleasant grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. A grand rose. If I remember correctly, those are the flowers you use when confessing your love to someone, right? Quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if we ask the florist who's purchased one, precisely, we will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. What do you take on this task for me then? As long as you don't mind me sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I'm truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym and her use of the grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is a very model of grace. Now that you mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. She called herself the Grand Maiden, a nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses and came to Monica. I see. Can't say I've heard that story before, but it is interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the floor shop right away. Very well. I'll leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. Boah, der redet und labert. Statt einfach zu sagen, ja, geh zur Floristenfrau in Trista, frage, wer die Grand Rose hat und fertig. Meine Fresse. Ja, das ist so das Negative an Trails generell, dass es halt Monologe sind, beziehungsweise wirklich ewige Gespräche, die am Ende keine Sau interessieren. Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a question? Not at all. Go ahead. It would be hard to find out if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so, I don't intend to do anything with this information. That they don't want me to, though. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the mystery sender your support and nothing more. I wish her the best of luck. This request is getting pretty complicated at this point. Right, I count 3 first years who've made a Grand Rose purchase recently. In class order, first is Beryl from class 3. Then there's Vivi from class 4 and Rosine from class 5. I see. Thank you very much for the help. The fact that she mentioned Vivi has me worried. I hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Not at all. Good luck. Gut. Auf geht's. Quatsch schon mit den 3 Personen. Excuse me, you're Lucine from class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a kind of personal question for you. No, that certainly wasn't me. I did my Grand Rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. I see. Sorry to ask such an Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question then. Hey, Fresse. It's time. So, dann hier hin. So, dann gehen wir jetzt zur Barrel. Quatschen mit der. Your Barrel from class 3, right? I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Do I seem like the kind of girl who would be interested in romance? I need you to purchase a grand rose to use in a riddle, that's all. See? Answer my question. But now I'm wondering what that riddle she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. So, dann gehen wir zum Gartenclub. Wo glaube ich noch diese... Genau da. Die... Linde oder Vivi. What's up, Rean? Are you so taken with my feminine charms that you couldn't stand another moment away from me? There's something I'd like to ask you. Well, now, that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun testing Linda to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a grand rose, though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor unsuspecting soul into helping you torment her. Very much. But can you blame me? She falls for it every single time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Linda. I can't imagine what she has to deal with a sister like this. I've asked all three girls the florist told me about, but none of them seem to have sent the letters. I guess the trail's gone cold. I should report back to Vincent for now. So, auf zum Akademiefeld. Also, wenn man mal 1 und 1 zusammenzählt und so ein bisschen die Sachen verfolgt hat, ne, wer mag Kekse und so weiter, da fällt mir nur einer ein. Ich sag nur Margareta. Oder Margareta oder wie auch immer die heißt. Tell me, did you investigating prove successfully? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought your mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious. Did you ask the florist as we discussed? I did, and I spoke to all three girls who purchased grand roses. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. Can go into detail if you like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that I wasn't any help. There is one thing I'm curious about. Where would a girl get a grand rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have had an alternate source, however. My darling Vincent, I found you. Ja, hab ich ja gesagt. Hugo is there. State your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing darling Vincent. What could possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not have even the faintest idea of who you are. Oh, but you do. What if I told you that I was a Grand Maiden all along? Yeah, no way. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Myra Dresden. The lovely grand roses I attached were grown by my family. So that's how you got them. If you are a part of Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean... Oh, so you know the story. Your suspicions are indeed correct. I married a Dresden hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. It all adds up. Inconceivable. How could you of all people be related to the Grand Maiden? When her beauty pales in comparison to your own, look, darling, we're already completing each other's thoughts. And you are, oh, so sweet. What you said couldn't have been further from my actual thought. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters, will you, and a relationship with me. You may choose one of two replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a reasoning no. Now be gone and bother me no more. Though that's how it is. Oh, just when I think you couldn't be more adorable, to think you the sort of man hides his true feelings away. I beg your pardon? There's no need to fear. Please have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite and you will no longer feel the need to keep your innermost lungs out of public view. Don't tell me you've mixed something into your cookies. Oh, but that is for me to know, and you to find out. Stay back, do not come any closer. You don't just stand there. I need you. Aid, if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the... I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Sariffa? Wo kommt die denn plötzlich her? Dare I ask what you are doing in a place like this? Sariffa, I beg of you, please free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling's maid, are you not? Oh, this is the Sariffa you mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper-class dome is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Florent awaits you there. I see them. I have no choice. I must go at once. But these cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now? I will make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Okay, well, if you insist. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into the nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Prismatic cape. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. Ja, und die Margarita, die steht jetzt hier auch rum. Ah, that maid may prove to be quite the obstacle. But no matter, there shall be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Okay, also eine Keksliebhaberin. Naja, bisschen eigen die gute Margarita. Today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least, the request is over and done with. Eine sehr, sehr anstrengende Quest. Gut, wir werden hier in der nächsten Folge weitermachen. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. Lasst ein Däumchen nach oben da, Abo da lassen. Vielen Dank. Bis zum nächsten Mal hier zu Legend of Heroes Trace of Cold Steel. Dankeschön.